Your attention to the youth seems so appropriate given the average age of people in Turkey, which we understand is now in the mid-20s. Have they been responsive? Do they appreciate this opportunity for them?
They definitely appreciate, and we are receiving a lot of project applications from especially the young groups, and also we are supporting a lot the small young musicians, young music groups. We are sponsoring them to go and to participate in some European music festivals and to have more connections and networks.
It's my understanding that the other pillar is that you're hoping to develop tourism and to attract people to Istanbul. Have you had any evidence that this is a successful part of your endeavor?
Yeah. By the end of last year, Istanbul has received 7.5 million international tourists, international arrivals, apart from the domestic ones. For the year of 2010, we are expecting to receive 10 million international tourists. And there is an increasing interest from both domestic and the international tour operators who are asking more and more about our events calendar. So they would like to make more packages for cultural tourism. Istanbul, traditionally known as a destination, as a tourism destination for only history, actually, because of its glorious heritage, because of being the capital of three empires, Eastern Roman, Byzantium, and the Ottoman empires. So it's most associated with the historical tours only. But together with the support of Istanbul 2010, we are aiming to reposition Istanbul as not only a historical destination, but also quite cultural and artistic destination for people.
What would you recommend a visitor from the southeast of the United States should do during 2010 if they were able to come for a week or 2 weeks? How should they plan ahead to take advantage of all that's going to be going on here? And what do you think they'll experience and leave with?
When we say coming to Istanbul, of course we are talking about at least a week, or if possible two weeks, because there are a lot to see in the city. First of all, the heritage part, all the churches, the synagogues and the mosques, marvelous mosques, and the palaces from Ottoman period demands a lot of time. But at the same time, there is a contemporary, there is ongoing contemporary artistic events which can be followed. And also Istanbul has international festivals, youngest of which is 15 years old. For music, Istanbul International Music Festival, Istanbul International Jazz Festival, Cinema Festival, and Theater Festival. And Istanbul Biennial, you know, every 2 years. For example, this year we have the Biennial, is the second principal biennial in the world after Venice Biennial. And since next year, we are going to have something every week, of course. One big event every month and one, let's say, average size event every week.
What would be an example of a big event?
Yeah, there will be, for example, for 3 months during the summer, there will be open-air concerts in different parts of the city again, not only in the center, but in the different parts of the city. And that will be every kind of music, and it will be free open-air concerts in the summer nights. This is one event. And there will be lots of new exhibitions, starting from Topkapı Palace. And also all the modern museums in Istanbul are having special exhibitions for the honor of this year. So they can also follow it on our website, and they can have link to other museums' websites.
We have been impressed by how much attention is being given to Istanbul's cleanliness and its flower arrangements and even the lighting on the bridges. Are these measures that are related to 2010?
No, actually this is the normal ongoing things done by the greater municipality of Istanbul. But for next year, when you say lightening, we are lightening some of the big heritage buildings. So it will be an extra for 2010 from our agency, but the rest of the things are already ongoing with the municipality, greater metropolitan municipality.
How many visitors do you anticipate in 2010 that will take advantage of all this?
Yeah, in total we are hoping to receive 10 million international tourists, but I think at least 1 million of them will be extra because of the year.
Do you think most will come from Europe, or because of Istanbul's geographic location between Europe and Asia, that you'll have representatives of many Asian countries as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always most of the visitors are coming from Europe because it's just 3 hours from the very distant point even. It's just 3 hours. But the States is in the number 5. So the States for Istanbul, United States of America, is the 5th biggest destination or origin country who's sending visitors to Istanbul. So the United States is quite important market for us. And also from Asia, especially from Japan and from Korea, we are receiving lots of interest because, you know, the motive behind their journey is always culture. So there is a growing interest from that part also.
What do you hope will be the legacy of 2010?
The legacy, of course, first of all the restoration works we will be finishing. Mostly they will be finished by the end of this year, so it will be ready for next year. And the first one will be this. This is an investment in the heritage of the city, which will live forever. And we are also trying to increase the cultural infrastructure of the city. For example, we are renovating the main cultural center of the city in Taksim Square, in the main square of the city, which is housing the state opera, state ballet, and state theater. So we are renovating all the technology and everything, and we are also supporting new foundation of new art galleries and new cultural centers. So we are trying to increase the cultural infrastructure of the city, so it will also stay forever. But on the other hand, from the people's side, we are trying to increase the awareness for Istanbul people about culture and arts, and we are sure that after us they will keep following the artistic and cultural events, and with their support, of course, with their support and with their financing more and more these cultural events, the cultural life of the city also will be, let's say, highlighted more.
With so many different kinds of people living in Istanbul, do you think that that will help engender the creativity of its citizens?
Actually, this multiculturalism is in the history of the city, because, as I said, it is the capital of 3 empires, and it is quite a focal point for 3 religions, which is Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. For us, it's always usual to live together, and all this crowd and all these different kinds of people always gives a great push to the creativity of the city, and to have different things in the city. So it will go on.
Well, we very much look forward to seeing the results of this wonderful project. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the interest. Thank you.